Alright, so here's a match I recently played online, and it was quite the interesting one, which is why I wanted to bring this up. First and foremost, I do not know the actual name of this deck. I'm familiar with a lot of mechanics, but there's a lot of cards going on in this, so you might have to help me out with that. Now, I was looking in my data sheet, and the last time I played against this person, they were on Painter, so this is a hand I normally would not keep, but since I put him on Painter, I feel it's not that horrible. First turn, I have a Force of Will. Second turn, I can Spell Pierce something. You know, if I need to, I can do like a Desperation Brainstorm, wait a turn, and so on and so forth. So I feel it wasn't the worst. I went with it, and that's the reason why I kept this. I think normally on the draw, it's tough to say because I have a lot of protection. Like I say, I can, you know, if I draw an extra land, then I have Counterspell up, then I have, you know, Stoneforge. This hand can get really great just with one land. So it's one of those, you know, iffy calls, but I went with it. Seeing, I put him on being on Painter. Okay, land go, that's awesome. And that's not bad either. So putting them on Painter, I think Painter plays Taiga. Do they play Taiga? I don't know. I don't know Painter well enough to know that. So I actually played Volcanic here, so that would mean I wouldn't have to crack a fetch, and that was the reason for that. Normally I would play Flooded Strand, but I want to keep up Spell Pierce and Brainstorm so I can fetch. And if they want to wasteland me, you know, so be it. I'll get over it. Alright, cool. So I dodged the wasteland. Okay, so it's funny. I swear, every time I'm recording, at least this was not in my opening hand. Okay, there's my defense for that. That 1 out of 60 keeps coming back. This is a simple Spell Pierce. That card is so good. My goodness. I just do not like that card. It's really good. Anyway, that's that. Land off the top would be great. We do get a land. Okay, so here, a lot of options. If you've seen any of my videos, you probably know what I did. Land go. That means we can keep up Counterspell. That means we can, you know, do Brainstorm, shuffle away. So I believe, let's see, let's look at it right here. If I play this, that means I could have blue and blue here. But if I play this, means that I would have to fetch this to get a Tundra to play a Counterspell. So I'm guessing I played Flooded Strand here. I did not play Flooded Strand here. Okay. Let's, okay, I did something here. Never mind. It's funny, like, I'll choose this line, and then I completely do something else. This isn't that bad either. You know, just make them respond to it, do something. Batterskull. So it seems like it might be lands. Now, obviously, I do have the option of countering this, but since I'm guessing this is lands at the moment, you know, from my perspective, lands is not a very challenging matchup. I'd rather keep the card advantage and not force it. You know, if I force this, what else are they going to do? They played their land. Fatal push it maybe? I don't know. This deck played a lot of weird cards, so I actually let this go. However, I see if someone wanted to force that, I could totally see why, because once Stoneforge untaps, they're going to be in trouble. But now I got a lot of good stuff going on. So I'm playing the Flooded Strand here. Doing nothing, because don't need to do anything. Let's see what they do. Okay, Ancient Tomb. Thought Not Seer. So what I can do here is I don't want to Brainstorm because then I can't counter it. I believe I've just, you know, Counterspell on this, plain and simple. They're probably not doing much else after that. Let's get an island. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to have 4 mana, so now we can do some pretty big things. We have a Batterskull in hand, we have a Tundra. These are great for shuffling away, so let's not play our Flooded Strand first because, you know, maybe we want to keep that, maybe we want to play it. We don't know yet, so let's just play our Brainstorm here. And I tapped with that because I want to keep land open, so if I kept that open and they wastelanded it, I wouldn't be able to do anything. In this, the power of back to basics and why I love it against so many decks. Okay, so pretty simple here. Batterskull, Tundra. I want to keep the extra lands because I want to play True-Name. Then I can be able to Council's Judgment. If I need to, I could force and True-Name as much as I don't want to do that. But here's going to be pretty simple. If I'm playing back to basics, I don't want a Tundra. Batterskull, that means I'd need 1, 2, 3, 4. Quite a ways away from playing it. I would need one more land, obviously aside from the one. So let's go with Batterskull and Tundra. Here also, I am going to be going blue. I can always get white with this, which is great. believe I don't think it matters as much, but yeah, probably got a blue. Let's lock them down a little. So if they had a, what do they play? Abrupt Decay, I can't do anything. The other one where the Assassin's Trophy, I don't know if they'd play that main deck. Like I said, this is an interesting deck. There's a lot of different things going on with it, as you'll see as we go on. Like punishing Thought-Knots here or something? I really don't know. Okay. This was an awesome play. This is one of those times you say, do I care about Chalice of the Void? I look at my hand, I say, well, I have an answer to it if I want to answer it. If I Force of Will, I'm losing my true name, and I definitely don't want to do that, so the answer is no, I do not care about that. That's fine. It's like, that pretty much does nothing to me in this position. Awesome. That's even more perfect now because I can pitch that to Force. So we're probably playing that land here, don't need to crack it. Let's play True Name. Let's guard the king. So here also, like a Liliana if they had it, any type of Planeswalker I'm probably forcing. Any creature I can just Council's Judgment. Even better. So now my cantrips are, you know, not that bad, right? Don't need to play them. So what do they got here? Don't care about it. Not doing anything about the first one. I'm certainly not doing anything about the second one. Awesome. More Force of Will food. Okay, let's attack. Not much going on over there. Kind of expected. Snapcaster is great because if I fetch an island here, I can also do Island Plains to cast Snapcaster, and then I can do Counterspell. So right now I have 3 Counterspells up. So the only thing I care about doing is protecting True Name. So like an Edict or Liliana's, you know, whatever it is, target opponent sacrifices a creature. Forgot the name of it, but the one that replaced Diabolic Edict, I believe. And let's just Force a Will that. I didn't even bother playing this because right now all I need to do is 2 turns. So I have 2 counterspells right now. I have Force of Will and Brainstorm, and then I have Snapcaster and Counterspell. So there's no use in playing this, even though I'm well ahead. It might seem like it might be a good idea, but I don't know what they have back in their hand. So yeah, they just conceded there. So let's go to game number 2. This was an interesting game. We're going to be on the draw, of course, since we won. Okay, so this hand is awesome. It's really bad to Chalice of the Void. But aside from that, it's awesome. Like, if they don't play turn 1 Chalice, then I got Spell Snare for Chalice. I've got, you know, Brainstorm and a few fetch lands. I got Stoneforge for them to... They're going to need to kill it. Swords, I don't even know what creatures they're playing aside from Thought-Knot, but I ended up keeping this hand, so... And they mulliganed to Oblivion. Let's they mulliganed to 4. Okay? Just keep that in mind. Gotta love the you know it's coming. You don't even have to, yeah, there you go. Gotta love the London mulligan there. Hey now, let's draw some land we don't need. Spoiler alert, if you're a true Stoneblader, this game might get a little messy. I mean, look at this. It's like the perfect London mulligan. It's fine though. This is why we're Stoneblade, and it doesn't matter. We lose games sometimes. They can, if someone wants to mulligan into Oblivion for hands like that, I mean, that's fine by me. I mean, sometimes it's going to happen. No big deal. Here I'm getting 1 island. The reason why I didn't play Flooded Strand is because Choke's out, so I'm going to need that for planes. Just because they have this... you know, contraption out there, so to speak, doesn't mean the game's actually over. I do have 2 Disenchants. I do have 2 Council's Judgment, so we're still playing the game out. It's far from over. Of course. They have no way to kill me currently, and they only have 1 card in their hand. So. But, they get Thought-Knots here, which, yeah. If it wasn't for that, I would have laughed if like they never got this and they went all in on this plan, and then it just Batterskull took the game over. That would have been really funny. But anyway, yes, they took the Batterskull. Like I said, we're still playing like a Disenchant on that opens up Swords, and who knows? You know, you just play the game from there. Unfortunately, rest in peace. Nothing was really happening at this moment, so I chose to not play it out. Because I didn't want to let them know that I was bringing it in. I was not in a good state to win this game. I understood that. There was very few outs, but that's the reason why I didn't choose to play that. There's nothing in the graveyard aside from that. Like I said, I wasn't really sure what I was playing against. Some type of lands hybrid. Now they have Wrenn and 6, so that seems like a much better play now, even though there's nothing going on over there. Okay, that's actually not bad. I mean, it would have helped if I got something helpful, but I mean, that's all 3 of my planes right there. Well, now I have 4 planes if I need them, and an extra island. Okay, so let's shuffle that to get planes. I shuffled that one to get planes because the other one doesn't get, what's it called? I think I took out Volcanic Island. So that was important. So that'll shut off this dude, not like they really need it. I think I ended up taking out Rest in Peace game 3. Spoiler alert, I didn't win this one. In case you couldn't tell. Alright, let's fast forward a little. That's great, of course. But this is good. A lot of people concede at this point, but you need to get information. It's always great to see what the opponent is bringing in their deck. Like I said, is this lands maybe? Lands with Thought Knot. Obviously, this is like, you know, this is sideboard stuff. That's probably main deck. That's probably main deck, but I wasn't expecting to see any types of these cards, which means Spell Pierce is going to be insanely good. Spell Snare will still probably be good on the play against Chalice. Sure, now that they're going to start pinging me. Aha! Okay, more difficult decisions to make. So first is going to be play Flooded Strand. I believe I did not attack here. I'm just, you know, waiting to block. Didn't play the Disenchant. I could have played the Disenchant right away. And then, you know, plowed that. But that means I mean, I could obviously do that on their turn as well, but they also have this. I wanted to see what they were going to get. They could just get like that lattice, and like there were so many different plays to make. Since these are instants, you know, there's no, it's not a big deal if I wait. So they're doing this first. Like if they had attacked, I might have, you know, disenchanted the Chalice and then, what's it called, Swords him. But now they're giving me one. They got Helm of Obedience. Okay, so this is in their sideboard as well. So I'm guessing maybe they have a Rest in Peace as well. Like, isn't that the combo? Helm of Obedience and Rest in Peace? I mean, maybe that's there. I don't know if they were planning on doing that. Maybe that was just in their sideboard. And, you know, I did them a favor with this. But it was certainly an interesting game. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on with this deck. If you know the name of it, and that was pretty much it. Okay, once they initiated it. And then I conceded, so I could conceal information in my deck. All right, so let's go to game number 3. All right, so here's number 3. Of course, I would like to play first. Thank you for asking. Now, I mean, I've got first turn Ponder, second turn Stoneforge, but after seeing what that deck did, I feel like this is too slow. I mean, like, is this supposed to hit a Force of Will? And, you know, this is an extra card. You know, that might as well be a mulligan like that. I thought it was too slow, so I threw it back. I said, I don't want that. And they keep getting better and better. Now, this isn't... It's an awkward hand. You can definitely say that. There's no islands, but if you look on the bright side of this, first turn planes, I have Force of Will backup. I have 2 cards that can pretty much destroy them, depending on how they're going to be fetching. I decided to keep this, and of course, I kept my 2 planes here. And what I did is I decided to bottom one of the back to basics. That way, I could have, you know, Brainstorm and Force of Will, and still have this to throw down, because it's obviously a very crucial card in this deck. So planes go. You know it's coming. It's funny, like, they're mulliganing. It's funny how, like, they'll mulligan really hard to get, you know, first turn Chalice, although it's not the most amazing card. Like, Stoneblade can still win without it. Last turn or last game, I just happened to have a ton of ones, but for this, I did not force it. I could force will this, but, you know, next turn, let's see what they play. If they play nothing, you know, I can disenchant it and then go from there. Okay? So, I let that go. That's fine. I got an answer to that. That's not bad. What I'm going to do here is play a plains, because if I need an island for the next turn for back to basics, that can at least fetch me a Tundra. That's very important there. So, plains go. Let's see what you got. So right here, I actually like the position I'm in. I love island go. I didn't even play an island. I love land go. Okay, so yeah, you can have that. Awesome. Awesome. They're playing out a ton of their hand. I'm liking where this is going. This is perfect. Okay. First and foremost, this is a very easy... excuse me one sec. It's a very easy force of will. Here we are pitching. I mean, look at the lands they have. They're tapped, and then they got this. So first of all, let's take care of this. Force of will and brainstorm very easily. Now we're going to have a surprise for them. So here I'm disenchanting. Now this is a game where I really like this, because this is a very crucial spot in this. Do I disenchant and unlock all my other 1-drops coming up, or, knowing that I'm going to be playing the back to basics, disenchant this and leave them with tapped mana? Give it a sec. I'll let you know what I did. I got rid of the Mox Diamond. So my plan was obviously to play back to basics. Even if I have to get a Tundra to play this, I'm doing it. Okay? They got a Chalice on 1. That's fine. I have plenty of other cards to deal with that. You know, I can get mana. I have a lot of... that's good too. So now I can play an island without, you know, playing Tundra. Obvious... easy play right here. Gorgeous. Okay, so your turn. What do you got? Okay, they found a land. They have a land, but they're not going to be doing anything with 1. Neither will I. That's fine. Not sure why I didn't play that. I don't know if they play Hymn to Turok, so there was probably a reason that I could have played that. It's not like I'm saving cards for Brainstorm, but I do a lot of times like keeping cards in my hand just to, you know, keep them guessing. So they got something here. Wait for it. Like I said, I'm like, I think it's the second time I've ever seen this card. Like, doesn't some of the reanimators play this? So I'm like, okay, well now, obviously I can't do anything to that, but we have 3 true names. We have 2 councils Judgement. We have a Stoneforge that can chump block. You know, we have a Snapcaster that can chump block. We got a lot of stuff going on. Plus, if I get a Stoneforge, I can chump block, disenchant that, and it opens up. So not really in a bad spot. 3-turn clock, but, you know, I like where I am. It's just, I guess that's how Stoneblade is. They're usually behind a lot, and, you know, sometimes you just draw a True-Name Nemesis, and your life gets a lot easier. So let's play this. I took out my, Volcanic Island, so Tundra is the only island I'd be able to get off of that. Doesn't matter that I'm going to be back to basicing myself. Back to basicing? Does that back to basics myself? Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. That's right. Now they're going to be tapped out. And can't play much. That true name was very timely. Oh, and this is very timely too. I do see how this can help. So let's play this. And I don't want to attack here yet. It's not going to be as profitable. Don't tell me I attacked here. Good, okay. Here I had to do a lot of combat math, which is fun. So look at that. They don't get to play a card. It's actually really going against them here. That back to basics is doing a hell of a lot of work. My goodness. This is why I like playing 2 in the main. Because a lot of times, you know, people love non-basics nowadays. I feel like so many decks are playing 4-color, 5-color. No, they don't play 5-color, but a lot of 4-color. That's perfect. Because now I have protection against something, against True Name. So here I believe I attacked. So what's going to happen is if I attack, he goes to 11. They go to 11, whatever. They attack me. I go to 11. But that means on the crackback, I am gaining 4. So technically 6... They're only doing 3 damage to me a turn, and if they attack, I'm going to be doing, you know, 3, 4. I'm going to be doing 8. So this is where I started attacking with True Name. This is where it's what? Okay, never mind. Apparently, it was next turn I started doing that. I'm funny. This is where I started attacking. Okay, yeah. Once I had the Batterskull in play. So land wouldn't be the worst because 2 more and I can equip it. That's just more food for force if I draw another force. Anyway, so here's where I started attacking with True-Name. I could have, and I should have started attacking the previous turn because even if they attacked back, Batterskull attacks, Stoneforge attacks. Okay, anyway. Because that's a race I'm going to win. If they attack, then yeah, you get the idea. But this card, really good. Another one. Rotting Regisaur. That's the name? Okay, cool. So let's attack first. Let's not give them any more information. Not like they have many choices to make. Let's see, should I block True-Name? Oh wait, I can't. No big deal. Playing this, getting Jitte. And they are, yeah, any cards they're having, they're going to be discarding. And this force is great because anything they want to play, if they attack there, they lose because I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, 3, 7, yeah. They can't attack now. 3, let's see. Pretty simple stuff here. Okay. Discarding a card. Don't have any. And that's it. So next turn I can actually just attack with all of them and win because, you know, they would block this, but then they would take 5. So interesting game. Like I said, I'm not sure what deck that is. It's like lands meets Ancient Tombs, Eldrazi's, and there's like a whole lot of stuff going on there. But hope you got something out of it. Like I said, there's a few lines, few plays that were very crucial, but ended up working out well for me. Game 2 was interesting. Like they mulliganed the 4 just for like Ancient Tomb, Chalice, Choke. I could have mulliganed maybe, but I mean, you know, that was a really good draw. I mean, just hats off to him for that. But either way, hope you enjoyed this, and talk to you soon.